俺の名前はモンドザッパ。職業処刑人。どうやらこのゲームの主人公らしい。これからいろんなことが明らかになっていくと思うが、これだけは言える。愛と殺しのファンタジー。
We're catching up with Suda51 here in a hotel room at GDC to learn a little bit more about his next crazy project, Killer is Dead. And first of all, sort of, what did you want to create when you sort of set about to do Killer is Dead?
So the whole concept was, it's not the typical like the killer assassination titles that we're good at, but I wanted to have like a character that's more of like a governmental job, that he's doing his killing for his occupation, and do something as a team was the main concept when I came up with this idea of the title.
Does that in any way affect the way you build your characters and how you can sort of flesh out the characters in the game?
So, for this one, the character came first because I wanted to create a Mondo, a character that sort of has a cool look, and he's wearing a suit, he's wielding a katana, and he has a mechanical arm, and his mechanical arm is a result of him stepping into the dark side of the world. And from there, like, I added more meat, and it became, the bone became structured more. That was the basic structure, and it became bigger and bigger from there.
You mentioned the dark side of the world, and that is truly a dark side. Can you tell us a little bit about sort of this fascinating underworld that you created, that you have to battle with as Mondo?
So
the gist of it is Mondo works at this agency called Brian Execution Agency. They are like a government-funded agency, and he is one of the workers there. So I wanted to come up with like this really cool dark hero that fights unnatural beings, and not in an impulsive or emotional way, but just as that this is his job, and he just kills people, not people, but kills after kills after kill for his job's sake.
I found something very interesting that you said you wanted to create sort of a distinct visual style for this game, and graphics is something that developers often say, well, it's not about the graphics, it's all about the gameplay, but you certainly seem to feel that is a very important part of it. Can you elaborate a little bit on the importance of the graphics and why you chose this direction?
So I think video game nowadays, I think it's like a digital art. So when I create a title, I want to create something that just by looking at the screenshot, it'll identify what kind of title or what title it is. So especially for Grasshopper manufacturer, I think that's one of our strong points, our charm. So that's why we strive to create something new, unique.
So it's got this sort of almost cel-shaded style, but it's like the textures are different. There's more tactile feeling to it. There's more shine. There's more reflections. I looked at your shoes, and I sort of immediately thought of what the game looks like. Can you tell us a little bit about how the details of the graphical style and what you want to achieve with it?
For this title, we created this new, or we're calling it the high contrast shading. It's a little different from photo rendering or cel shading, but we just want to really come up with like a very cool look. Like you mentioned, like my shoes. I think it looks cool, but it has this functionality, but it still looks good, and it really has an impact to people who look at it. So I always want to provide some kind of new experience, new shock value, new art style to the users.
It feels like we're in a state of a transitional state in the gaming industry, and there's a lot of things going on. There's the rise of the mobile, the rise of everything like that. And at Grasshopper, you recently got a new owner, Gang Ho. Can you tell us a little bit how that came to be, and how you sort of how you will live in this new sort of partnership?
I think in a creative perspective, because of this merger or because we're part of Gunho, it gives us more creative freedom, or we can concentrate more on the creative side. And because of that, we can risk more of original IP and original titles. So as a Grasshopper, we really found a really good working environment that we can concentrate on what we're good at.
So basically, you have more time to sit in the bathroom and come up with new ideas.
Yeah.
Yes, a lot more time, a lot more content value. So, so a lot of good ideas and a lot more good times that I can spend on.
Thank you very much for your time.
Thank you very much. Thank you. Thank you.
お楽しみに。キラーイズデッド。